This is Astral's friend. We're starting a podcast about random topics. Hope you enjoy and make sure to subscribe to this channel.
Alright, chat. In this episode, today we're going to be talking about Bella. Jack, what do you think is going to be happening in this podcast about Bella? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, Bella is one of Astral's crushes from 2024.
May of 2024 to be exact.
Right.
And May through like June or something. Yeah, it was June. Okay,
Yeah.
Continue. What are your thoughts of how this is going to go?
Well, I think it's going to go pretty well.
I'm pretty sure it's going to go pretty well too. Anything else you're going to add before we get started?
No, I think you can just take that away out.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Alright, chat. We're going to be talking about Bella now. Alright. So in May, this actually started in late April. April 30th, I believe. It was April 26th, so it's 609 days since that. I looked it up because, I had a, famous, or it wasn't really famous, but everyone, my whole friend group knew about the day counter. In May, I liked her. I was specifically tracking the days since I first met her, and, how many days it would take for me to like her. But then, we had the sleepover, I think it was May 12th, so we were, about day 20. It was about day 20 by then.
What?
So that's when we had the grand sleepover with me, Jack, John, and Liam. We haven't talked about Liam on the channel yet, but Liam is another one of my friends that I haven't talked about on the podcast yet. We had a grand sleepover, and let me talk about the spin the bottle thing. We're all going to talk about that at 1 million subscribers, by the way. That is a story we can't leak. Okay, now back to the video. Alright, so, the sleepover started fine. We practiced, our movements so we could get snacks. So, we had to be stealth, so we had to practice to be stealth and get snacks for, when we stayed up. And then, we didn't get any snacks. We were planning to sneak out and go to the gas station, but that never happened because we both were, or me and Jack were too chicken. I don't know who was chicken, but alright, now we're after the sneaking out. So, we're gonna go, we're gonna go back in time a little bit with Bella, but we're gonna go more in depth about the sleepover in episode 5, but, this was kind of just the appetizer of what we talked about. With Bella.
Right.
This was at the sleepover. We're not gonna include this in the next episode, but, we went to Bella's house, and this was 9 p.m. because this was in May. It was just starting to get dark, and it's close to the longest day of the year, so it was around 8:30, 9 p.m. And then we just went to her house. We didn't knock on the door because I decided to be too chicken, and Jack went with me. And I remember having lights on, but I don't think it was Christmas light. Maybe it was a flashlight. But I forgot, Bella had, an injury. I don't know, I don't want to leak it because I don't want things to get too personal here. But she had an injury, or something was infected with her that, we couldn't see her for 3 weeks because of that. And I was kind of sad about that. That really put a toll on my day counter. It really put a toll on it. It was really bad, too, for me. Because I was really disappointed because I wanted to do all of it by day 30. But, by the time she was all healed, it was, day 40. This was at the end of June. And then me and Johnny decided to walk around the block because we were making a movie that day or something, not a real movie, but just an action film thing that I may put as a teaser. I'm it has both of our faces. I may just put the voices because I don't want to get too personal here. But this is after I had karate camp. By the way, this is all after Willow, like I said. That was February 2024 with Willow. Okay, now back to the story. She went up to the door when me and John was there, and she just told us to leave. She told us to get out for some reason. I was thinking because they have kind of dog. I mean, they have dogs, which kind of hurt people sometimes. So I was assuming it was for that. But I still don't really know to this day of why she was doing that. I feel she hated me for some time, so she just decided to do that. What were you gonna say, Jack?
That's because you were annoying. I remember.
Yeah, I kind of was annoying. What was that kind of annoying like Lucas?
No, not to that extreme.
Okay.
You were just kind of
What? Oh, okay, sorry, my watch was acting up. Okay. Now, like, this is... what were you gonna keep saying? Keep going?
Oh, I just remember, you, me, John, and Liam were just doing our usual tomfoolery, going over to stalk her house, and
Yeah.
you made us hide in the bushes, and we just all scattered.
Yeah. Wait, no, I also remember, like, y'all decided to ditch on me, because I also remember, because I think this is during the sleepover, like, y'all were in the bushes, and then, like, y'all, because, like, right when I knocked on the door, no, I didn't knock on the door, but I was, like, going up, because I was trying to be stealthy, but then, like, y'all decided to knock on the door, and then the granddad answered, and I just ran around the block, and I just ran back home, I'm pretty sure. But no, this wasn't at the sleepover. This was sometime else when, like, everyone was over. I think it was just me, John, and you, by the way.
Oh, probably.
So I'm pretty sure. But then, like, y'all knocked on the door. I just decided to run. And, like, y'all thought I was too chicken, which was really annoying. And I don't really remember what happened after that. What else do you have to add to that story, Jack? What else you gotta add?
You said it was pretty accurate.
Yeah, do you remember the ding dong ditching? I wouldn't call it ding dong ditch, but do you remember when you did that?
Yeah, I do.
It was really embarrassing for me too. Anything else you would like to add?
No, honestly.
Alright. That's about it for the episode. In episode 5, we are going to talk about the sleepover more in depth. Bye, chat.